Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tailor.
What can I interest you in today?
Can I equip 2 of those, I wonder?
Could never have too many. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. Could never have too many. Here's what we agreed on. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. Here's what we agreed on. Could never have too many. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. Here's what we agreed on. I hope it's to your liking.
Alright, got that taken care of.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Alright.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
The crystals we get from the tailor.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Did I not set it up? Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. If it's, I just made this one public, so it should be
You
easy
have a
enough to
moment?
find. It's only when I make them
There's
unlisted
talk
that
of
there
suspicious
sometimes
figures in
there's
the
some
woods.
confusion.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just investigating some shadowy
Seems
figures
Lorbert's
around
Pass is our
Lost
best
Wing.
bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Probably Imperials. That's what they like to do. Be all shadowy and dark, and scary and deadly. Wipe out villages for no reason.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black
Or
Shields.
who escaped?
Here.
Me?
What the hell are
You-
you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Cure. Ah. How about no?
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you, Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but worth.
These obelisks
Crystals.
that I travel through, they are diegetic. Like someone mentioned, an NPC mentioned that they were glowing, and I used them to teleport, but nobody else seemed like. I can bring companions with me through them, but nobody else seems to be. It might be powered by Ultima, like allowing me easier passage around the world. And my character just kind of takes it as granted that he can do it.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way.
He does strike me as a lawyer.
Officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. The man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own.
Okay, Quentin, you are...
I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. The cause is the same. We are comrades, and our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Clive is just like dumbfounded by everything that Quentin just said. He's just like, yeah, my family was brutally murdered by this guy, and I set about slitting all of the people who served him, slit all of their throats myself. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Yeah, that quest is completed, and there does not seem to be any more here. Let's head back to the Dalmawil Inn. There he is.
My carpets have the most fragrant herbs and spices from the branch of
The baker.
Just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned.
I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might be?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. And that's where I'll start.
Use your loaf.
No, I'm telling. Are you looking for something in particular? Go with Gilbert.
Good girl.
Mines, it's all gone. Yeah, it is.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend. Fare thee well.
Okay, he just had some kind of like internal epiphany and Never really revealed any part of it. Alright,
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
yeah, okay. Back to Lost to Dalamill, I guess.
The finest
Take a sniff, good sir.
from the capital.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A
Okay.
truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
It's kind of funny, after
Just
Final Fantasy
look at
15, all of the food looks pretty
Perfect
terrible in this
likeness
game.
of the Fang
In Final
herself.
Fantasy 15, they
Her
somehow
steeple
made,
beams,
like,
her
food
falchion
that looks,
spurs,
like,
her
delicious.
inviting hollow.
Like, there's a
True,
whole
my
cooking
loaves collapse more
subplot.
often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight.
I love you too.
With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks. Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more later.
I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah. It's their quite my carpets have pride of place in castle.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Little lizards. Little lizard! Alright.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Huh. The footprints in the sand are an interesting touch. It should be by the river still. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
This should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes. But you're the one who took it. You turned them homeless, hopeless outcasts. Put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for. Just like the old Sid did.
It'll be interesting to play this again and choose Gav next time. And see how they interact.
Back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sands taking its
Because this is the quest where I had to choose whether Gav or Otto came with me.
Back at the hideaway then. You can take a little rest when you get there.
But I've been with Gav on plenty of missions, and I've never been on a mission with Otto, so I figured I'd take him out of the hideout.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
This is the first Final Fantasy that has this kind of like really quick, fast travel right from the beginning of the game. I'm really wondering if it will eventually come back that these obelisks are some plot by Ultima. Because it definitely would do what Ultima wants me to do. Basically give me access to as much power as I can get, and Ultima can just sit back, wait for me to get super powerful, and then eventually take me over at the end. But giving me access to this, an ability to travel all over the Twins, although I don't have access to any over here, but giving me access to all of this fast travel definitely would give me the edge. And because I don't think he walks that way. Like, I think, like, I'm not sure how they actually travel. If they are actually traveling through these, if these are just, like, gameplay conveniences. It's the only thing that feels kind of out of place. But at the same time, I'm not sure, like, if the game would be good without them. So it might just be a necessary evil of gameplay. It could be. It might not ever come back. But I think if it doesn't at least lampshade it, it's missing something for sure. Because it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy in this regard, where you can just go wherever the fuck you want. Right from, like, not anywhere in the world, but anywhere you've been, you can just kind of teleport right back to it. That's just, like, not really a thing in Final Fantasy. But, oh, I don't need to actually travel. Hey, Gav, any luck?
How'd you lot get on? I brought back all that stuff Blackthorn asked for.
Good.
There you are. Blackthorn's got his precious stars, in case you were wondering.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Thanks to see. Thank you, Clive. The man who hurt your mother. Not just from me, but from Kenneth too.
I'm sure they're looking down on us now and smiling.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up that.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down, two to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess
Mithril
heat
is
is dealt with
burnt.
by means of the
That's a
thermal
little weird.
displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's
Man
no
or
longer a matter of
beast?
just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Man or beast? You don't ask the right questions, Clive. Alright, I don't see mini quests anywhere. I could go kill some marks, but I'm gonna just keep going with the quest until I unlock some cool new mechanic.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Who's this guy? I hope he's working for Quentin, that's for sure. I assume he is. Okay, so it's down there. I always go the wrong way in this place. I think I have to go up.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Yeah, Quentin's done not fucking around. He's ready to be all fucking around now. He's been laying low in Lost Wing for too long. Now he's got to hide his people because they are coming to kill them. Alright. Is there... Northern Valley, there might be... Yeah. I'll figure out the marks later. Unless I just literally stumble over it. Yeah. To me, Ambrosia.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
Now, man or
There you are,
beast?
Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine.
Okay, that
Would
gets
you,
me closer.
Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Is it a behemoth? Am I walking towards a behemoth? That's all I really need to know. I'm getting deep enough into this game that it could just be a behemoth, could be an Oku, could be...
Anybody home?
an Ahriman. Okay.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Alright, I'm pretty sure I can handle an Ahriman. How about...
I can't go on.
Oh, okay, note to self. Don't just stand there and block that with the Titan Shield, because it is an auto-death. Good to know. I can't even get that item. It's just like right there, but as soon as I get close to it, it's like, nope. Okay, let's just get that, start the fight. Nope, not getting stuck in that this time. Oh, shit.
Nice try.
Nope. Okay, yeah. Quake.
Too slow.
Too slow. I just like ride their attacks to get to them.
Nice try. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Ahriman, fairly low on the
Well,
risk
let us keep you.
assessment.
We'll, See that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
Not that there aren't Ahriman that can just
I'll
fucking
know you're
annihilate you, but in general, they're medium difficulty. Eye of the Warrior. Increases strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. That's pretty cool. Whether it's worth using, don't know.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
800 ability points for that one. Many claim they wish to change the world. Few actually take it upon themselves to do so. You are an inspiration to all, a nameless patron.
You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Think Mid might need some help tidying
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
Helena? Do not call her what's her name
done, well
again.
done.
Know your
And
people's
just
names.
one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
I think Clive might have some kind of, like, personality problem where if someone asks him to do a favor, he just, like, immediately says okay. Great guy. Everybody's best friend. Always doing favors for literally everybody. Anybody asks him to do anything, he's just like, on my way.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
A baffling diagram made all the more confounding by the preponderance of question marks that blemish its borders. It's kind of interesting.
Mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Oh, another quest where I have to choose.
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Alright, I think I'm going to take Tarja for the same reason I took Otto,
Have
basically.
you made your decision?
I've been out with Jill
Accompany you
plenty.
on your little excursion.
Let's take the opportunity to go with Tarja, because who knows when I'll be able to adventure
All
with
right.
her next.
So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Okay.
You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Yeah, I sent you...
I was hoping to be able to make a
Yeah,
trip over that way sometimes.
I got Borderlands pre-sequel, I got the Mass Effect Andromeda, and I picked up the digital copy of Final Fantasy X, so that you don't have to mess with discs. and I can just play it in here if I want to or whatever. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how much I spent, but I don't think it should be much more than 60. Well, I still have like 100 and maybe a little less than 100. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm.
Soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right.
Okay.
Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Yeah.
Good luck with your research.
Mint? Where? What? Okay. I see. They all got melted together? Hmm.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
It would also be interesting to see this game be demade into like
study the tomes? Did you learn everything you needed?
Like a 16-bit or like basically turn this into Final Fantasy VI using the sprites that are in the game, like the party member sprite at the bottom there, just like that version of the game. Now that my mom would play. Okay. Northreach Markets.
Now, where's Taya?
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that. Definitely don't have 50,000 that I can scrounge together. Not without destroying my crafting.
I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled. I won't have you spoiling another catch.
Need to stock up on these.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it. If that's what you want.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford...
I love you.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes.
$99 seconds now for the stone skin. That's crazy.
You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Hopefully Taya's finished too.
If you want to swap to like a show or something, we can whenever you want. If you want to just relax, it's up to you. I mean, I'm gonna play this until I find the next mechanic or I get tired of it, which might be a couple of hours. But if you feel like changing gears to something else, just let me know.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
I know you're not feeling good, but I also know you might just
Garlic
be
and pepio nuts.
resting and
Job
relaxing
done.
there and just
We
be
should get this back
fine
to
with
Tomes then. He'll
chilling
be
out.
waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
Okay.
Quick chat.
Yeah. Sure. It's not perfect. I honestly, like, we're collecting parts for this ship that honestly I don't know why. I don't know why we need this ship with me being able to teleport everywhere. It seems like a tool without a purpose, but we shall see.
You know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out
Mhm.
once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes?
Okay, well, I will just pause, so it'll pause in a couple minutes. A couple seconds, rather. I don't know how interested you might be in what's going on with Taria. We barely talked to her. Welcome back.
You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My
Someone
usual
else
supplier's
joined.
not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back.
Nope, and they're gone.
What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today,
Just see if I don't have the mic muted, so
away
they
empty-handed.
would have heard me.
Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything.
For being the best physiker we have?
I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you
The
still
one who's going to teach the future generations of physicers in the whole
Do you think
hideout?
I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But
The future of medicine for all humanity?
caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Thanks to Sid.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
All right.
Thank you, Clive.
seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
'Tis a fine wreck, but nary a boat, English.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Huh. It has a quest. That hasn't happened yet. But I'm gonna talk to this guy as well, see if there's anything else. Doesn't look like it.
How are you doing? Quick look. Always something in there. Clive.
No, not at all.
Quick look. Think you can help?
Ooh, yeah, that must be it. I'm gonna go actually for that. See what that is.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I gotta go make my dinner soon, but I'm gonna do this quest first.
He cracked the crystal too.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, it's a different quest. Okay, what is this? Weird science. Sounds fun. What is this? Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, that's it then. I'm here. Sid, reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it'll separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them
Oh,
when they
lovely.
die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind.
So I have to go kill
I
a
saw
bomb
Billy on the
king?
hunt board for one just the other day.
I have
Like
to
on
do the
myself,
hunt
but,
board for this
well,
one.
fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Yeah, that looks about right. It's in the crock, apparently. I don't really know where that is, but it would be up here somewhere. Oh. That's got a thing now. Maybe it always did? Not sure. I haven't been directed to go to it yet, so. Penitence Gate. Chapel.
Come on.
Supposed to be in the crock, but I don't see those words anywhere on this map. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up real quick. Okay, so wait. But okay. Ah, yeah, there's a little path there that I never took.
Come on. All right.
There it is. Let's go to the end first, see if there's nothing up here.
I can walk from here.
There it is. It's barely a path. Alright, time to kill a bomb king. Let's see if that's a high potion. Nope, it's not. Ooh, is that an unlit bomb king? I think it is. Alright.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Okay.
Too slow. Nice try.
Ah, shoot.
Nice try.
Oh, wow, gross. Oh, so gross. I gotta not do that. Oh, wow.
Thanks, boy.
Uh-huh. Oh, hello. shoot. Shoot, dang. Whoa, 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 hello. Whoa, holy shit! Okay, alright, well, that's all of that. Surprise. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, the last time they all just kind of dealt with themselves. Yeah, okay. I did that again.
Nice try.
Oh my god, he's just coronating over and over! What is this? Okay. Oh. Bomb Ember. What is that icon? I guess it's a mark. Mark. Only obtained by defeating the Bomb King. I see. Okay.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
Alright. Back to base.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship? No. That's one of the ship's engines.
right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that, huh?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit.
Cool.
Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Where the same exotic compound that was applied to the leather of this satchel needed into the pair of boots, they should surely become supple enough to accommodate a man with 20 toes. Alright, inventory increased. Hurrah! So I can carry 6 potions, 4 high potions, and 3 tonics. 3 of each tonics. Cool.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Still waiting for that last thing to unlock. Do not know what it is.
He cracked the crystal too?
Alright. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop in his jowls. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you feel free, could you go ask the old bastard what's bothered him? Okay.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmechian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
We don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
Here, you. Listen, I've got this theory. The fallen, I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Could be one of them.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined! Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamel is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Good girl.
Yeah, pretty much. Chocobos came first, though. The neat thing about chocobos is that they basically replace horses entirely in the narrative. Like, there aren't horses in Final Fantasy. There's only chocobos. Perhaps another person has, like, some strange mount, but there's no horses. Although there are, like, magical horses. Like Ixion is a thing. That's actually interesting. I'd never actually, like, put those two together before, that there are no horses in Final Fantasy, but Ixion the unicorn in Final Fantasy X is a thing. And I guess unicorn as an Esper exists in Final Fantasy VI. I don't think... I'm wondering if there are any... Oh, let's just, Oh, wrong one. Oh. Oh, yeah, of course, I have... Oh,
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is.
Sharpening your sword to the point where it breaks the second time you use it? Really bad idea.
But he is hard at my heels.
And there are many
It's like, sure, it's great for the duel where you only need one strike and then you win the battle with that one strike against your one foe. But in any kind of real battle... Huh?
And is a perennial thorn in my side.
Oh, this guy hates Lord Byron.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance.
After this quest, I gotta go make some dinner.
Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
I probably will hop off of voice for about 20 minutes. And then I'll be back, and then we can watch something, but I'm gonna finish up this quest
Trust
first.
Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
No, she's home. She did fine. She's just tired. It's the first day that she's been out since, like, the worst of the symptoms started. Like, even before the surgery, she hadn't been out for, like, out proper for, like, months, basically.
Sorry for the wait. But
The last few months, Jess had basically been going to Walmart herself.
I did better than that. Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels.
Yeah.
Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade to rattle me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh?
Might be able to level my equipment up to +3 now. That would be cool.
Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Excalibur design. Huh. Okay. Diagram. Yeah, cool. Excalibur recipe unlocked. Let's see what I got, what I need.
What do you want?
$300 wire-right, 1 Grymilk and hide. That's all I need? Huh.
Anything else?
All right. We'll pick up those other quests later. Still a couple more quests in my book, but